announcements to do. That was it, really. So,
Yeah.
It's a sad day.
Yeah, I think we're just, for viewers out there, we're going to go through some changes in the coming weeks, and we'll let you guys know what that looks like. And hopefully, if you are supporting us, you'll continue to support us, and we'll be able to get more acolytes of the Conclave on once we come back with the formats that we are looking at.
I'm officially handing over my role as Chaos, Mischief, and Inept player to you.
Yeah! Bad decision, really.
She's the...
Please, feel free to derail the campaign.
Isabel just developed a split personality.
half Lolliput, half Isabel.
That's an interesting conversation.
No, thank you.
We might pursue that.
Remember at the end of in Star Trek 3, how at the end of Star Trek 2, Spock put his consciousness inside Bones, and then in 3 he had like half Spock and half Bones. So you're just he's like, remember me.
All right, I'm going to flick over to our recap very quickly, and then we'll come back and we'll get straight into things
with more pop culture references.
Hello, my faithful listeners, far off in the future, poring over my adventures as the kindling that would become the bonfire of my achievements. It is I, Lolliput Lothenway, here with another arcane recap to sate your thirst. I have returned home to my beloved Silvervale with my companions in tow. The Queen of the Dark Elves intercepted me on my way to my estates. She's asked me to spy on my own family, whose nefarious connection to Lolth, the Queen of Spiders and Lies, has become apparent. I am to uncover the connection between my house and the Underdark Drow. The team and I hatched a cunning plan. Lilith would pose as my demure bride-to-be, Isabel as her relation, and Kit her bodyguard. We would infiltrate my house where I would covertly learn my mother's secrets and... well, it all got a bit complicated for me, so Mum and I just hashed it out at the treehouse, away from prying ears. I mean, the way that I see it, lies aren't so bad. I use them all the time. Spiders, well, they're pretty good too. They keep the bloodsuckers down. So logically, the Queen of Spiders and Lies might be alright once you got to know her. I resolved to find out. We set out the next day into the Underdark and found an unlikely guy in a spider-like creature, another devotee of Lolth, who expedited our journey into a certain cave. Inside that cave lurked the biggest spider I have ever seen. Aranax, a servant of the Lady of Lies. Through its lair, we found a connection to the nexus between planes, a web strung amidst a void flowing with thought and prayers to Lolth herself, a signpost to her prison, to the prison of all gods, the Celestial Bastion. All we have to do is take the leap. Well, I guess it's time to check out the facilities, because the way I see it, visiting hours are open. This is Lolliput Lothenway, signing off.
Back on. Alright, so hopefully that gave you a pretty good idea what happened last week when our party descended into the Underdark in search of the Vordrathi Elves, a race of dark elves that live far below the surface and have split with the Elves of the Silver Vale. And apparently I opened Crunchyroll by mistake.
Ooh, what was the top anime?
Just close, I didn't see it. And stumbled across a strange spider-like creature named Chitan, who led them to Aranax, who revealed that perhaps there are some secret pathways between the worlds, leading our group into a strange void plane where spiderwebs crisscross all below them, all over the known multiverse. And Lolliput decided that it would be a good idea to commune with Lolth and touch the webs, and the party was shot forward. And that is where we are picking up.
Excuse me, DM Luke.
Yes.
Could you please describe what sits below the webs? Because I think that was a cosmic horror nightmare. That we should-
Cosmic horror nightmare of the shifting black void that seemed to endless and no light reflected or escaped from that void. And I need everybody to roll a Constitution save.
What, already?
Please.
Con save. Oh, Luke. Oh, alright.
We'll roll one for Kithris, who's with us in spirit. I'll just get that sheet up.
Could she take my roll and I just roll again?
What do you roll?
Don't judge me.
Not judging too hard.
Alright. So I need to get Matt's sheet up. Because I hadn't done. Oh, how am I not signed on?
Is it Crunchyroll again?
No,
Come on, Crunchyroll.
What episode of My Hero Academia you
Who
got?
would like to log into D&D Beyond for us and see what Matt's save is?
Oh,
Can we just assume it's 4?
Maybe.
Sorry, I'm having a...
Who's gonna take bets? I bet 4.
I was all set to go and my brain has just
Four,
shut
four,
down.
4 or plus 4?
Plus 4.
Plus 4.
Aaron, what's your bet?
Alright.
Maybe
Con save.
5.
Oh, that just shut up again.
Plus 5. Mine's
Plus 4, plus 5, plus 5. It is plus 2.
Oh!
Alright.
I've got a character sheet up, I'll just play her.
I
am Kithris.
We don't
So
need.
Kithris what, 7?
We don't need an emo Kithris.
Kithris takes 12 points of necrotic damage.
Sweet baby Jesus.
My lord.
Lolliput, I'm assuming he takes 12 foot of necrotic damage.
Yeah, that's a
12 points of necrotic damage as well.
It's a 3 plus 5.
Yes.
Ooh.
Ah!
Ouch.
My necrosis.
Isabel,
22.
22. You take 6 points of
Ooh.
necrotic damage.
Ugh.
And Lilith,
18. 6 goes well.
6 points of necrotic damage.
I sure hope this isn't because we're staying in here too long.
So as you surge forward, and your limbs and arms and body stretches out into the void, just as you feel your head being pulled and your consciousness going, you slam into an invisible barrier and knocked unceremoniously out of this strange void realm and find yourselves on a bridge of black cobblestone leading into the distance.
Face down.
And you can roll a dexterity check to see whether we're face down or on our butts or whether we're still standing.
I got a natural 20. So
Lolliput is still standing.
You're very
despite
much
the-
on your
yeah.
butt.
Huh? 23 for
What was
moi,
it, Dex?
for acrobatics. And if it's just a straight acrobatics,
You
it's
can
a
decide
2.
how you land with your above.
26.
Isabel lands in the 3-point hero stance. But you can feel it, that necrotic energy from the barrier feels as though it has sucked out your very life.
Yeah, you like superhero landing it. You what do you like? Stick the landing.
yeah, it's because I choose how I land, and it's
Yep.
I like to think a nat 20 is at the limit of my capacity, so it's very much just like wide leg stance, arms walking
Yep.
like that in case I tip.
Oh. At which point, like Lilith comes through and is like does a back fit like thing, trying like as she's like spat out, and then sees that there's ground as she orientates herself, puts her arm down, and just sort of does like 3 back like forward somersaults, and then brings up, and then it goes. The hell just happened?
Show off.
Anybody feel that thing?
What the
thing we
bloody
hit?
wall we just hit?
Is it a wall?
I don't know. It felt like we hit a wall. Is somebody trying to get signal in here?
The arcane thingy.
The portal behind us goes. It like dissipates.
I'm trying to get the sound. I'll fix that in a minute.
So this is unusual. We've gone from web to bridge, like cobblestones. Cobblestone bridge.
Well, I feel much more stable on a bridge than a web.
I'm 100% with Isabel on this. The whole flying through the air thing, unless I'm controlling the spell, I just don't like it. What do we see, pray tell, Dungeon Master?
You can see that below
She calls
you
out into the void.
is what we see is the great spirit of the sky. Do make a perception check, but beneath your feet you can see that it is uneven cobblestone that has fallen into disrepair.
Can I also make a
Yeah,
perception?
go
It's
for
a
it.
solid 10.
10.
Oh, wow,
There are strange shapes in the distance, but you can't make them out.
What is that?
that's...
Oh, it's the same as
For
me.
those playing at home, we have lost a camera apparently, so you'll be playing Theatre of the Mind while everyone else
Woo.
that's here in person gets to see things on the
You see this amazing terrain, and you can hate on, I don't know, we'll blame Logitech. Unless they wish to sponsor us, at which point give us better cameras.
Money.
Perfect.
And money.
We'll post a picture of the battle map in the Discord.
I also did a perception check, but I looked the other way.
Sorry, I thought your perception check was so
Other
bad.
way is in like high, as opposed to our 2 10s.
What's a bridge? Well, yes.
You
It's a
meant
bridge.
looking out that way.
I
We're looking
looked
that
the
way.
other way, and numerically, I looked the other way. So I got a 22.
Alright, sorry, what was Isabel's?
What is yours?
Is that a 9?
What's your plus?
2.
So 8.
8.
And I got a 10.
8.
But
Alright,
with
so
my
you-
17
there's not a
passive
lot that you can make
perception.
out. Lolliputs, you in the distance can see a series of large obelisks stretching into the sky. And just beyond those, you can see a very, very small pinprick of light. But as you look and fix your gaze on that spot, you can see that it is enveloped by a void that appears to be writhing and moving around that pinprick of light.
Arriving.
Similar to the void that you saw beneath the webs in the interweb.
No, it's
Transit
the world. It's the webway.
The world is the webway.
The www.
The www.
I tap Isabel and Lilith on the shoulder, and I gesture behind me.
Hmm?
I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's a mote of light, or there was a mote of light, and now it's seemingly consumed or covered in some sort of roiling void.
Well, light's good.
No,
Let's.
Isabel, that over there. No, there.
Which
Watch where my
direction?
finger is.
This direction.
No, watch where my finger is.
I'm
There.
looking.
There. Just there.
Can
I start
Now that
walking.
it's pointed out, you can see that pinprick of light. It looks like a grain of sand when held up against the utter darkness and malevolence that you can feel from that writhing void behind it.
I will start to head towards it.
Yeah, I think that's our best bet.
I will let them head towards it.
Hungry void
After.
of writhing darkness. Alright, we set out along the wonderful golden path. With your roll, that reminds me, you can see that this cobblestone bridgeway that you're on and the obelisks that you are slowly approaching, they are in heavily disrepair and they are corrupted. And you can just see here and there are flakes of what looks to be some kind of celestial, divine brickwork underneath that was once some form of gold, but now has crumbled and decayed into this darkness.
Can we reach them? Can we touch them?
We're not close enough yet, but you can keep heading down the path. The bridge stretches behind and towards that pinprick of light, and it appears to just go in a straight line as far as you can see.
Not
strange
entirely
eerie light about.
confident about this. Maybe I'm just going to trail you three.
Good idea.
Or do you want me to go first?
Isabel say first.
Huh?
I mean, you could trail us ahead of us.
Is that Kit ahead or you ahead?
I know me.
I'll be next then.
Yeah, I'll pop a second level spell slot and do invisibility, and I'll move up. I'll probably be like 20 feet ahead of the group.
So you approach that first obelisk.
Investigating for sigils, wards, traps, pressure plates that I can walk up and push Lolliput onto.
Alright, so where are the obelisks gone? Let me get my. Oh, come on. I describe them anyway. That's not cool at all. You can see again as you investigate. What was your investigation check that you rolled?
I can roll an investigation, sorry.
You can see that same decay on the obelisks. They are inscribed
17.
in a strange combination of common and undercommon.
Both
You can
languages I suck at. Including common.
So the common elements talk about this being the Celestial Bastion in the Celestial Realm, but it's interwoven in between the undercommon, which you can't quite make out the meaning of.
So I'll quickly. I can't cast a spell. I'll just walk up and whisper into. I know you can speak undercommon. I know you can speak undercommon, right?
I think I can.
Otherwise, I'll grab.
Yeah, undercommon, halfling, infernal.
Right. Okay. So I sort of come up between the two of you and go. Psst, you just gotta assume that I'm around when.
That's unfortunately the best course of action with her.
I'm trying to.
There's some writing over here. The common parts on the obelisk talk about it being the Celestial Bastion, so we're in the right place.
Hey, we did it.
But the undercommon parts I can't read. Go and read it for me.
I'm sure it's probably fine.
Wait, can you read undercommon?
I can't. Can you read Uncommon?
I can.
Damn, I could.
That was a very solid high five.
It was a very good one, yeah.
Ow.
Alright.
And Aaron's hand is broken.
That's a rolling hand.
Hang on, let's go there. So it is talking about the balance between dark and light, and the pathway between worlds.
Does it give any indication about where such pathway is, or how one might make use of it?
Looking about, continuing on with your perception check, this sort of triggers you to look up and around and below, and you can see that there are a number of vortexes, and you can see 100, no, maybe 1,000 different skies all around as the portals appear to be encroaching on one another, and you can see that for some that have made contact that there's an explosion of dark energy and fractures crisscrossing across that strange alien sky into various realms. You rolled pretty high, so in one you can see what you assume to be, based off past experience, the elemental plane of fire. There's a plane of ice and water. There's another world that looks almost identical to the central Amar that you're from. Like, the sky is just slightly off colour, and you can tell it's some other realm or world out there. In another you see elves on some kind of strange flying ship traversing a dark void.
What is this place?
I assume this is the Celestial Bastion, and that we're witnessing up there is the convergence.
Oh my Lolth.
Yes,
Quite something.
this is a world and plane of... We're in some place of power that's beyond anything I've ever seen.
I would like to roll to spin off the bridge into one of the vortexes.
Oh, go ahead. Roll a... Let's go ranged weapon, dexterity check.
Disgusting, really.
Am I proficient?
Yes, you're proficient in hockey and looting.
Excellent. So that would be a 17.
You just hear Lolliput snort off the edge, and you just see his spittle glistening in against the void as it drops straight down through the center of one of the voids, and it disappears into that realm.
Yes.
I really hope that hit somebody important. Did that go into the one?
Let's
Would that maybe hit Faustus? Please let it hit
Please.
Faustus.
Roll a D100.
Alternate Faustus dimension.
100, it hits Faustus.
Yeah.
Be good to me.
Sorry, Mike. There's chance here.
No, sorry. We want it.
21.
That is not.
Unfortunately, it does not open a portal above the temple of Eldath in the Imperial City and slap into.
Have you heard the premise of the Chekhov's gun? So, I'm disappointed. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. But I do like the fact that it could have happened.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't have to roll that high either. I was going to make that
I got a
up.
real low bar.
Because I thought it was going to be great.
But the rest of the numbers are Krakens.
You and your Krakens.
Celestial
Void Kraken.
Sky Kraken.
Celestial Void
Oh,
Sky
we did.
Kraken.
Maybe Vorothos could be a giant primordial kraken. Trees. I like this idea. Kithris begins to feel a burning sensation in her chest, where her tattoos are of the wings of the Redeemer. As you begin to approach that distant pinprick of light, which doesn't appear to be getting any larger, but the void appears to be looming further and higher above you as though you are approaching, but it seems to be absorbing any extra light.
I'd like to see if I can peel a fragment of these decaying obelisks.
Yeah, easy enough. You managed to get some of the strange celestial stone, and you can see that when you chip it off, there is a brief flicker of gold, but it quickly decays into that same black, almost liquidy, slimy material that is covering the back of the obelisks.
Wow. I put the grimy stone in my backpack. Did you see that? There was a brief glimmer of something divine, and then to rot it went.
Wouldn't put it past. I fully believe that. It's the Celestial Bastion. What are you wiping it on?
Yeah, not you. Don't worry, Isabel. Just the banister. Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, I'll keep moving up. See what else I can see.
Alright. Just going to get up and move the figures just for you guys, so you know where we are. You come across through the next set of obelisks, which essentially display the same sort of information. Similar inscriptions and symbols and writings there in that strange common and undercommon mishmash. And you can see that void in the distance is now looming almost over the top of your heads with the writhing tentacles of darkness. And you can just make out within that endless darkness the shape of a tremendously large building, which you assume to be, given where you are and the inscriptions, the Celestial Bastion.
Yeah.
Yes. So that's within the darkness. Is that the mote of light?
It is not. That mode of light seems to be emanating from somewhere within. It's almost as if the light is piercing through the walls, but it's not from a source outside. If that makes sense. Almost as if it's coming through the bastion itself. You can see that the exterior is... sorry, I just lost my... Right. Ready to go. Alright, the outer walls appear to be crafted from that same celestial stone as the obelisks. Again, in ruin, lying in ruin and cracked and weathered by the passage of time and corruption. Granite pillars once supported the weight of divine magic are now broken and leaning. As you can see, we'll use that as our visual, the steps leading up into the bastion proper. You can just hear distant haunting echoes of long past battles. I'm gonna get my pen. Sometimes at home I threw it.
Do they sound like the battles of mortal beings, or do they sound like the battles of gods?
Make a perception check based on hearing. So if anyone has any sort of hearing bonuses, they can roll with advantage. Good sponsor. Get your dice from roll with advantage.
Oh, that is good. That's a good one. I mean, your pitch there.
Not a good roll.
Not my roll. No. It's a 7 plus 3, 10.
10.
I mean, I got a 2, so not far off.
You're like, I'm gonna put this away.
No.
Not even bothering to keep it out.
No, you can't really make out any individual sounds. You think for a moment you hear the clashing of metal on metal, steel on steel, and shouts, but you can't make out whether they're what language they are, or whether they're humanoid or primal or anything like that.
And does the scale of the building look correct to us? Is it the size of a massive building?
With the void behind it and engulfing it, is very difficult to make out the scale with that nothing behind it to scale. But from where you are, you can see the approach and the steps look to be the right size. But you can't really make out whether it is a tremendously large building or whether it's just tiny and lost in the void.
There's something
Very difficult to judge.
Something wrong with the perspective. I can't even work out how big this thing is.
I think we got to get closer. But before we do, what's the plan here? I know we've been winging it, but are we opening this thing? Is that how we're saving the Silver Veil and all that kind of stuff? Are we getting Lolth out? Is this a jailbreak? Are we doing a jailbreak? I'm happy to do a jailbreak.
Should we do Is it a jailbreak? Is it a heist? Should we do a heist?
I don't think it's a heist if you're setting somebody free. A heist is you're stealing something. I could steal something.
Let's steal Lolth and the Redeemer kit. Let's steal. What else can we steal?
Anything else that's not now down, I'm happy to. If I can pocket it, it's coming with me.
So, what about if we just open the door really quickly and shut it again? So, just for like a second, we go, and then.
Why? What?
Because there's something we don't want to let out, and there's something we do.
Oh, right.
So we just open a crack. Just open a crack. That's religiously sound, right, Isabel? Just a crack? No.
No, I'm going to agree with Isabel on this. That I don't think your logic quite works here. But we can at least find out if there's any guardians around, unless it's just sitting here. Knock and run?
Who's got a bag and some dog poop?
I mean, I can just shit in a bag if you want.
Yes.
No.
Roll for defecation.
I mean, I just go.
Do you though?
Yeah. Just like the people that don't roll to
That
poop.
Silver Veil food has really blocked you up. I'm sorry.
That's right.
It'll be a while.
Yes. Isabel, any thoughts on this?
It is safe to assume there's going to be something guarding it. If it's holding gods, I'd say yes.
We knock, ask for directions. Works every time.
We knock, we die.
That's the sound of yes.
That's the sound of us leveling up.
Welcome, guys. Thank you for dropping by.
Ooh, right?
Are we supposed to drink something now?
No.
All I've got is,
Got rid of that.
all I've got is pen ink.
I had a chat with Isaac, and he knows that the hydrate redeem is banned for life. He
Good.
used it.
He used it like
God.
7 times. We were
That's why I can't have
overhydrated.
Too hydrated.
We were too hydrated.
That's
So
like
Isaac,
2
you
drinks.
ruined it for everybody.
Good job.
But if we put one in for 1,000,000 points to kill Falstus on when Mike comes back, we will 100% put that in if everybody votes yes in the chat right now.
Alright. Now Isaac's going to gun me down at school. We watch. He's going to hunt me down. He's going to get me. Alright. That would take on another meaningful American. So we are not. Alright. I'm done.
That's awkward.
I'm out.
First thing for
Well.
a raid to see.
Good timing. Thanks, guys.
We're going to.
Everybody's like,
here.
ah.
We're gonna save the one who should be not named by moving this plan along, right?
Yes.
We knock on the door and improvise. We all know how to improvise, right?
Look,
we can improvise.
At the end of the day, what do you all like? At the end of the day, I don't care if it's opening this thing up and letting all the gods basically have it out in the pantheon of Amar. I'm totally up for that. I think Kithris wants the Redeemer back because she's a devout follower and feels that she was wrong done by or falsely accused or whatever. Isabel's our kidnapped daughter, and you want Lolth.
Well, I just want to give her a chance.
The only person who would have stopped us from this moral conundrum is Wet Blanket Faustus,
But
who's not here.
Ha! Boy, I bet he's missing this one. I can't wait to rub his face in this. Oh,
You know what'd be
it's
better?
sweet.
Imagine this. He's in the Tower of Eldorf. His elders are all talking. Then suddenly the sky explodes open. The gods fall through into Amar and start dishing it out. And he goes, well, shit.
Oh, this just has to happen. It reminds me of this thing, the Chekhov's hand crossbow. Now that we've said it, it must happen.
So we're opening this thing, right?
Well, yes. I mean, it's going to open eventually.
Somebody was going to open it.
We know it's happening. Let's see if we can get some people on our side that might mitigate some of the damage.
So maybe we go in and we talk to the other prisoners and say, who's going to be on our side when we come out? We'll break you out in exchange for allegiances. And we do some divine... You know what? My mother used to teach me how to make fey packs. Does it work on gods?
We can give it a shot, and worst case scenario, conjugal visits.
I'm okay with that.
can
Right.
I do
I'll move ahead.
Can I do a quick religion check to see if packs with
Absolutely. Go ahead. By all
If
means.
just basic fey packs will work on gods.
Pinky
So,
promise. That's
Lilith
what they
approaches the bottom of a staircase that leads up.
That's
You
a
can
19.
see That's 19.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not quite the same kind of packs, but if you can get a god to agree to something, they will typically follow through. But similarly with Fae, it might not be in the way that you foresee things happening.
Oh,
So it'll be both ways. They won't understand the things that I'm trying to get out of the pact, and they won't know what I'm getting out.
Oh.
Now that you're standing at the bottom of the staircase, and apologies to our newcomers, we lost a camera so we don't have our battle cam set up.
But it's glorious, guys.
Looks
It is.
great to see, it's one of our best. We'll take photos.
join the
You
Discord.
can see that Lolliput's thoughts from earlier are fairly accurate. This is a hugely large building, not designed for mortal passage. There are steps that will lead up that you can climb. It will be relatively difficult. You can see sort of every 4th or 5th step is slightly larger, as though it's designed for much larger beings than yourselves.
Guardians.
Oh my gosh. Alright. Well, we're not going to get
Shall
hit with
we get going?
Yeah.
Come on, Lilith.
I hike my pack under my shoulders.
I'm over here, Isabel.
A bit
Just
higher.
throw my voice that way. Still invisible.
She's like looking at where an obelisk is. Lilith?
Over here.
What?
Over here.
Every time you say that, you just move.
I'm like,
No, she's outside. No, wait.
Oh,
No, down.
No,
Isabel,
but
on the other
I
side.
heard it from over there.
No, she was over there.
No, over there.
and I just go slap you on the top of it. I'm here. Come on, let's go.
Climbing up.
Climbing
Climbing
up.
up.
Can
and
I
up.
step the wind?
Sure.
Whee!
You'll see Isabel take off into the distance up the stairs.
Show off.
And you go up you are ascending for about close to 10 minutes. Looking back behind you, you can see that you have come. Looks like you know it's been a long way, but it doesn't actually look like physically that it's been all that far for you. I just need to stand up for a second. Well, I can reach the figures from here.
What?
So, and you come to a landing. So
Pause.
Isabel's up here. You guys are about. We'll put you there. So directly over the camera people.
Lilith, not Lilith. Isabel's very
No, I won't say that
excited.
because you might be watching.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, Nat.
Don't
There's
worry.
nothing wrong whatsoever with your mini.
Yeah.
Nothing's happened.
You're just having a bit of a headless
As you
horseman.
ascend, you can see that there is a small, an archway that is about the size of Lilith high, which was 6 and a bit foot.
I'm 6'4", I think.
6'4", so it's about 6'5" high, about 4 foot wide, and it is currently closed. But there is definitely an archway leading down built into this landing.
So it's blocking us from going up further.
So there's an archway
Yep.
on the top here. I'll just put something there so you can visualise. That leads into a building, or further into a building. So imagine there's more building.
Okay.
Wait, is it as high? Is it my head height or is it my hat height?
No,
You
because
and
your
your
comically
giant
large
hat.
hat will not fit through. Everyone will get to see what Will's hair looks like finally.
No, they already know.
Yeah.
I've taken it off. I remember it was the massive mosh pit of strangly hair that I had to
Yeah.
comb out for like 6 hours.
Just single
It's
dread.
finally nice, at least.
It is combed for probably once in 30 years.
It won't
So
last long.
that's right, we bathed and everything at the house of Lolth.
I know, I can't. I probably
Yeah.
don't smell like.
Yeah, very nice.
She stole all the little shampoos.
She's like, no.
Now on the ban list for every hotel within the Silver Vale.
Does the door have a lock?
Nothing that you can see, but feel free to make an investigation check to see what you can find out.
12.
Oof, I'm not
plus
even
1,
trying that.
13.
Can I help you?
Sure.
So you get-
Roll with advantage.
Oh, right over on the other side of the door. Thanks, Isabel.
You're welcome.
Do you want me to magically do some
No,
detections?
there's nothing here either. That's a 8 plus 1, 9.
You can't tell from this vantage point how to open that.
Move out of the way. I
All right.
push him downstairs.
At this point, Isabel, you do hear a strange sound. So
That is a
you
strange
make an active perception check to see whether you can identify where it's coming from.
Go for it. Active perception. 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 Perception check. Now 20. Let's go. Oh no.
Oh no.
Is that what I think it is?
It is. Mr. DM, that is a 3 from a nat 1.
It's a high 3.
It's a high 3.
But-
Everyone tries to bury the lead on the now 1.
Oh yeah.
It's a 5.
It's a 5 minus 4. Surely.
Maybe he doesn't know how to math.
All right. No. You have no idea where it came from, just that you
But-
heard a strange sort of rustling
Rustling
sound
noise. Is
from
there
somewhere.
anything that would make rustling noises?
Not that you can see.
The old man's out.
So I push Lolliput out of the way, and I drop invisibility and start ritually casting detect magic. So it'll take me 10 minutes. So I'll start like doing my arcane symbols. I'm just like, this will take 10 minutes or so. I'll figure out what's on this door and how we open it. Just keep an eye out while I'm doing it.
I take the portly guise of a prison guard in
Cool.
uniform, with a little key on a chain that's clipped to my belt. It's all part of the
fair
illusion.
enough. Okay, yeah.
I lean against the wall whistling.
Yep.
Can I just look around for the source of the noise while they're doing that?
Absolutely. Have a look around
That dice has failed me.
and tell me where you look.
Roll it in here, it'll be fine.
I swear to God, if I get an at 20. 11, that would be
That's not too bad.
13. Yeah.
What's your perception?
I think,
+2?
yeah, I think it was +2. Yep. Why is my
So
perception?
15 total. Did you say 13 plus 2?
No, 13.
I'd,
Oh,
I'd like it to be 15, but
Alright. Just as you are looking around, finally looking up, just as a huge shape lands in the midst of fire. Stop it, because we're going to shoot you.
oh no. For the viewers at home, that is
As
giant.
I'll get it on camera. Hope we get it right there. This guy decides to land. Here we go. Right in the middle of the group. Now, Lolliput, you're up against that whistling, twirling your prison guard key. Treacherous will stay probably there somewhere.
I was like right in front of the gate
You're right in
doing
front of the gate doing the thing.
I feel like it's standing right behind you and like, shit.
Yeah.
It's right. It's behind me, isn't it?
I'm just like, what is that and why is it behind me?
So, I'll get everybody to roll initiative.
Oh!
Battle. What is happening?
Having a night.
Oh, actually am.
Was that another nat one?
Nope, that's a 2.
Nice. You're improving.
Yeah.
That sounded really condescending. I was trying to be positive.
Wow, you just can't believe.
I know, I'm throwing some shade.
Yeah.
2? Why can you roll a 3? Yeah, read it and weep.
Alright.
Yeah.
That's how you read. Ah! Don't do it! You were on camera!
No, do it. Beating up so there's evidence.
Alright. Anyone 25 to 20? 15 to 20.
Lilith got 19
Lilith, 19.
and Kithris got 16.
You two are gonna have to carry us.
16. Lolliput, what did you get?
I got 12 DM,
I'm
8
assuming
plus
that's
4.
higher than Isabel.
7.
Alright. Lilith goes first.
Ooh.
So, this demon has just landed right in the midst of you, wielding a flaming sword. And he towers above you, probably, that would be about 15 foot to the top of his wings.
Big boy.
Oh no.
I just hear this like behind me, and I was like, God damn it. And I like look around, dispelling my incantation. I look up and I'm just like, oh, you're a big boy, aren't you?
Ew.
I will kick things off by casting Shadow Blade at 3rd level. What do I do? No, I'm gonna do. I sort of like. I'm gonna swing in first. 2 attacks.
There you go.
I'll do the first one.
Very sassy. Why are we not working? There we go. Alright.
So pulling out, I'll just grab the dagger, the venom dagger,
Yep.
and sort of like slash out at him.
Ooh.
That's pretty good. 24.
That does hit.
For a massive 7 points of damage, and I'll need you to make a Constitution save.
Con save. Woot
I
woot.
want that one. There's his con, there we go. That is a 22.
22. I believe that passes. Let me just find the bloody item again. Yeah. So it's save or suck. So yep. So it doesn't take anything additional. And then I will do a booming blade, attacking you again. Ooh, that's not so great. It's only a 15.
15 misses, unfortunately.
Oh no.
He manages to bat that aside with his flaming sword. You get a hiss of heated metal on your shadow blade.
I didn't cast the shadow blade. So the venom dagger like clangs, and then she sort of like quickly stores that as she like just does like a wink and a kiss, and then because of mobility, I've managed to attack him. He doesn't have an attack of opportunity. I will cartwheel backwards and run to the other side of the field, and then as I do that, you start to hear an elven. My incantations. Within this blade, it softly said, lies the power to make the living dread. With every strike, bring forth the dead and dance with shadows where darkness spread. And I begin my blade dance.
Very nice.
Oh yeah.
Right, it is now its turn. And Isabel is
Oh,
the
no.
closest. So
I'm
in danger!
so you hear it. And as he raises his flaming sword,
Oh no.
He's got quite the vocabulary.
the first of these attacks will be on Isabel.
Oh, thank you.
Well, hey.
Namaste.
That is a. I can't read numbers apparently. Oh, no, because I didn't put his bonus in.
Don't put the bonus in. Don't put
16 to hit.
No.
Alright, so first attack goes wide as that flaming sword slams into the corrupted floor, and you can see that as that happens, the fire on his blade sort of flickers out briefly from where it made contact, and the darkness in the void seems to surge a little bit. His second attack,
The darkness.
it's going to be a natural 20.
Fuck.
Silvery barbs.
Thank you.
I'm like, your vocabulary is absolutely astounding. It's like cast silvery barbs on it.
Always feels really self-conscious about that as well.
No, that's it. Well, yeah. Silvery barbs is like reaction vicious mockery.
So the reroll is a 10, so a 17 to hit. I think that's going to miss you, isn't it?
Yep.
Alright. Second strike goes over the top of your head as he misjudges your height, and you just
Thank you, Lila.
feel that heat as it flashes past, and you see the haze.
Bit of my hair
Heat
singes.
haze, yeah, as it passes through your vision.
I'll give the advantage to. Give it to you, Lolliput. Give it to you, Lolliput. You got a lot of attack. Like you roll attack, or is it save stuff?
All saves, that's what I focus on.
Okay, I'll put it on you.
Okay, cool.
Alright. That will be his turn, so it is now Kithris's turn.
Alright. I'll have to learn how to play her character.
What will the kit do?
She's going to try and get onto the other side of him, if possible, to flank with Isabel.
Yeah, she better do that.
And
Slide him out so that-
essentially just be like, Isabel, don't worry, I've got you.
Thank you, Kit.
With advantage, she will attack with her devotee censer. Rounded have this flower's perforated with tiny holes arranged. The flower counts as a holy symbol, and the attack does an extra 1d8 radiant. Oh, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good.
Double sevens.
Whoa.
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 +7 plus 6 for a total of 13 for the first attack.
I hate getting the same number.
So you flick around that sensor out at the demon and he just dodges out of the way unnaturally fast and lets out a deep hissing chuckle. And he reaches out to grab it, but he misses.
Well, that's a bit cool.
Treacherous' comically awesome attack rolls continue.
I don't... Did we use... No, she's had a long rest since we've been doing this.
Yeah.
Sorry, 1 second. Let me just
Yeah,
reset
she
up.
hasn't been with us for that long rest yet.
I know, I was just like... It hasn't been reset.
Oh yeah.
Because I was like, all of her abilities are like not on. And she took 12 damage already for this from the necrotic. Sorry.
You don't know how to play
Yeah.
Andy, do it better.
Yeah, I can't believe it.
I don't think there's actually anything else she could do. I'm trying to look at.
She wouldn't have
She's
much.
got 1 attack.
Although
She's
set
multi-
up as fighter multi-class.
She is fighting multi-class. I think she's got like that stuff, but I don't want to burn that just yet. I don't think. She's got that. She's got that. She's got that. Champions her thingy. No, I'm actually I'm legitimate. She's good. She's done. She missed with advantage.
All right. It is.
The music.
My good man. Or demon, winged beast of
Hellish proportions.
well said, Isabel. Perhaps we could parlay. We need not resort to violence in this place. We could definitely talk this out. I am also a member of the law enforcement, as you can see from my uniform.
You're still disguised.
He's looking at you quizzically. And you just hear a voice in your head.
Oh no.
Intruders must pay the price.
Is there any wiggle room on this?
Death.
Alright. Don't say I didn't try. And I summon my Spider of Darkness. I like to think like there's 2 spindly legs that kind of like crawl over his shoulder as the spider's coming up his kind of back. So that was my bonus action. And then I'm going to cast Psychic Lance. And I'm going to unleash a shimmering lance of psychic power from my forehead to a creature's forehead that I can see. So they must make an intelligence saving throw.
Intelligence saving
I'm hoping
throw.
by his vocabulary it's not his strong
He
suit.
has advantage on that.
Yeah, it's disadvantage because of
And it's a
spider.
straight through a roll.
Advantage on saving
Magical. What?
Devils.
throws. Check.
Intelligence. A 13.
They ain't gonna do it.
Fail. As you see this. Is there a visual for this?
Yeah,
Is there
so
actually
it's
a
like
psychic connection that we can see, like
think of like Professor X, like a finger to my forehead, and that kind of like 90s like sparkle effect. But it's like
beautiful.
it's dark,
Yeah.
shadowy energy that lances into bang his forehead. 7d6.
My goodness.
7d6.
That's 7. 14. That is 25. That is 6. 29. Psychic damage. Did I mention it was psychic? I probably said it a couple more times.
You see that for a minute the flaming sword hand wavers and the other hand goes to his skull and he just as he roars in pain and eyes fixate on you,
That's right.
identifying you as a threat.
You can't spell either. And I'm gonna move back.
When did you get cruel?
Oh, I unleash them. All my witty barbs and cutting insults. Buried in a moment into his brain.
Are you saving them for Faustus?
Yes, all my good ones. Wasted on his so yeah, I'm gonna fall back, get some distance from him.
Alright. Full distance?
Oh yeah, as much distance as I can squeeze out of these little legs.
Just because we can't actually move.
Zoidberg!
Away! That's it, crab people. We need crab people.
Away I go.
Alright. Back to... No, Isabel. I say back to the top. Go over and keep Isabel. Isabel's turn.
No turn for you.
But I want to turn.
No.
Isabel,
Punches him.
I don't even know how good my
412 times.
Yeah.
fuck my unarmed is just as good as my armed attack. I love being a monk. I will do a normal attack with my quarterstaff.
Yep, go ahead. Roll attack.
$22.
That definitely hits.
Ooh.
As you crack him in the skull between the eyes, right where the psychic lance hit.
That's 7 damage for the first one.
7.
You're flanking with
Yeah,
Kithris, so
go
you got
to
advantage.
advantage so you get the crit.
No.
So just roll again to see if you get the
Yeah,
crit.
Kithris is flanking.
No.
No.
But then roll two
Yeah, roll
d20,
it.
two d20s, yeah.
Oh, 2d20s, like that.
Because you're flanking with her, you got advantage. That's pretty good.
23. That's 9 damage, and then I will Fury of whatever, Fury of Blows. And I get to make 2 more attacks.
Yep. Go ahead.
That's also another 23.
Very nice. You see a blur of movement as Isabel surges forward.
Oh no. That's 10 damage.
10.
And oof. I think this one's not gonna hit. That is 12.
Misses, unfortunately. He manages
That's alright.
to finally get one of his massive arms up
3
in
out of
the
4 is
air,
good.
knocking it away with one of his golden braces.
Golden, you say?
Yeah.
Could we add somebody into the turn order? My spider.
Spider, yes. Go
Yeah.
and roll
Yeah.
search.
He goes on 15.
15?
Yeah.
Alright. Right, so he's going to go after Kithris. Bringing us to the top of the order, which is Lolth. Back to Lolth.
In shadows it
Come on,
gleams
Lilith.
like a moonless night, its presence eerie, a haunting sight. With each strike it devours the light, feasting on souls lost in eternal bright. As this like fey sort of hag-like voice starts to emanate from her, and she basically just slaps both hands together, and as she pulls them apart, this rapier of scythe of shadow and darkness apparates in. Her shadow blade cast at 3rd level, and she will lunge in. Now, Mr. DM, important question. How lit is it right now?
It is quite dark. That sort of soft...
Dim light?
Yeah,
Dim light? Excellent. Then I have advantage on these attacks.
Oh no.
Shadow blade, strike, go! That's not great. First one's a 15.
Misses, unfortunately.
Then I will
He seems to have
activate.
recovered himself. Or itself.
So she kind of like pirouettes in and sort of tries to slice out, but he parries it away, and I strike again. This time casting Booming Blade as my cantrip. Second attack for Blade Singer. And getting a lot better there. 19.
That just hits as it slices through
Just hits.
some of that heavily inlaid golden armor.
And what's the 6? That's the 6, boop. And that's the 6. And then I'm doing 2d8 for the Boomenblades. Oh, and there's an ally within X feet, so I get sneak attack.
A lot of dice. Cock.
Jesus.
That's it.
No, that's a 2. So that goes there. That goes there. That goes there. Psychic damage is 14.
14 psychic.
Thunder damage is a whopping 13. I somehow managed to roll
Jesus.
better on 2d8 than 3d6. Almost. And then sneak attack damage is just... Well, it takes the base attribute, so it's another 2 psychic.
1, 2 psychic. Oh, I said that out, didn't I? I heard those numbers.
And I will actually stay there this time.
Stay there. All right. It is the Flame Talon's turn.
No, thank you.
He is going to use his wing. He's going to use his Firestorm. So he's going to center that on himself, which is going to get Kithris, Isabel, and Lilith. So I need you guys to make a dexterity saving throw.
And the spider.
And the spider, as an explosion of fiery energy ignites around him in a 20-foot sphere.
Oh, and Kithris.
That's a lot.
You had a good idea of backing away. You had a good idea of backing away.
It's when being a coward
Thing is,
comes in handy.
I was on my turn. I was tossing up between boots of speeding away to get rid of the.
It's the difference between you and I, Isabel, is that you would run to come back into the fight, or I'm just running.
Lilith.
Never to return. Dexterity saving throw brings me to a whopping 16.
You managed to duck out of the way, taking 15 points of fire damage.
Jesus.
Isabel.
24.
24. You take 15 points of fire damage. And Kithris.
Kithris only got an 11.
Nah, Kithris takes 31 points of fire damage as a fireball explodes out from the Flame Talon.
Sorry, Dad.
And that is his turn.
My spider got 9.
Oh, and the spider takes 31 points.
He
Is he
Yeah.
gone?
He explodes.
Not quite. He's close. Must be close.
Oh, he's looking a little bit crispy though.
Crispy spider. Delicious.
And
in
the
dungeon.
demon takes no damage because
I love that show.
So good.
he doesn't. For reasons. Alright.
Could it be that he's immune to fire?
You're talking crazy, Andy.
What you talking about?
What you talking about?
Actually.
That was perfect. Alright. Yeah, keep
Alright, she, using her advantage, is just like, oh, that hurt. So, do I run her away to keep her alive? Or... Alright, she's level 2, inflicting wounds on this thing.
Fuck it.
Alright, go ahead and make your roll on that one.
No fucking way.
No, I'm out.
You're on double points again.
Quick, roll the third one.
Third one. Roll the third one.
That's like the third one in 2 weeks, chat.
Or 2.
Alright. Go ahead and roll the damage of this.
Oh.
I definitely will. I need 4d10. Sorry, 10. Sorry, 8d10. Because it's 4d10 for a level 2 inflict wounds. 1, 2, 3. Where's the other one? And I double it because it's critted. Necrotic damage.
Ooh, yeah, dice. Oh my goodness.
Sweet Jesus. That's actually really good. 10, 20, 30, 48, 54,
It's still going.
Look,
58
it's-
necrotic
I
damage.
was just gonna be nice
And
do some
I-
flavory things, but you did it anyway.
And I'm pumping her divine
No.
divine channel divinity to put 11 more into that to
dead.
make it 69 damage. Noise.
Luke, are you packing up and going home?
I'm out. See you guys.
Kithris just like pulls the sensor back and starts swinging it around as this like necrotic energy starts to pull from her tattoo. It glows all over this like purple blue light, sort of like tendrils of like veiny energy. Not trying to ruin too much for Nat's sort of like aesthetics, but trying to go with more what she'd laid down in her sessions. And as she slams the sensor over the top of its head, you just watch this necrotic explosion engulf this creature as it just like seeps through it like venom, and completely just dusts it.
And as you're doing that, and you pump in that, the divine. What'd you pump in?
It was necrotic.
It was so that even the second one was necrotic as well.
Yeah, the 11 is necrotic as well. Yeah. It's
So
all
as you're
necrotic.
doing that, that additional energy seems to emanate from within the bastion itself, and you see that surge of that necrotic energy come through the floor,
Nice.
up through Kithris and into the demon, as if she's channeling something otherworldly. And the demon explodes in that shower and gets demon gore all over the spider and everyone around.
That little like
And the
peck
shower
goes, what? Nope.
of this just beam of necrotic energy just goes straight up into the void, and you see it shift and writhe.
Wow.
And it absorbs that energy. And strangely, having fought some demons before, the body remains.
Oh, it's
You
native.
see that, based off your knowledge of demons.
I
and
did check last time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew. So
that this is either its home plane or some other force is preventing it from returning from whence it came.
Lolth like looks to Kithris and literally just goes, "Where in all of the multiverse has that been this whole time?"
It's gonna be so angry.
Oh yeah.
And Kithris just goes,
Finally.
That's
Right.
insane.
On that note, we'll take a quick break. Good timing.
It's gonna wipe that demon out of my eyes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I need to go and
Oh.
mourn the loss of my demon.
He didn't
And look
get
who
it.
showed up, it's his brother!
It's not the same model.
"Yeah, you know what? Double the hit points."
My final fall.
Frieza, no.
Yeah, it's
So
Frieza.
Is it? No, it's
we will,
cooler.
Take a 10
10 break.
Yeah.
10 so everyone gets a chance to go. And have a break, get some drinks and things like that. We'll be back very soon. Please stick around. I hope you're enjoying this show, and we will see you shortly. and the sense of decay becomes more pronounced. You can see that the walls are adorned with faded murals depicting the imprisonment of various gods and scenes of divine glory and celestial battles. There's a dim light flickering that seems to be emanating from a few scattered sources of celestial energy fighting against those encroaching shadows.
Do I see Lolth's mural?
You do find a mural for Lolth. And you can, as you are descending, you find that mural above an archway that leads into a vast hall.
Oh. Hello, what's in here? I'd like to do a perception check, please.
Go ahead and roll a perception check. I've got the right one.
Yikes, man, I am burning some bad rolls tonight. That is a 9 plus 3, 12.
Alright. There it is. Okay, I'll put subheadings for once so I can find my stuff.
You had your chance.
Alright. It's difficult to make out with that darkness and that sort of I keep saying writhing, but the void seems to shift and move throughout the chambers.
I'm going to throw you a bone, Luke.
Light.
Squiggly.
Think I'll be better at it. And you can see that there are the vast hall is filled with giant enchanted webs, and at the centre is a pedestal with a crystal spider statuette.
Seems normal. I proceed in. Entranced by the statuette.
I too follow.
I follow too.
Okay, so
Treacherous.
how do we proceed? You have a large, wide open hall, and there are giant webs that seem to glow with like a little ethereal green glow, indicating, and you get the sense that they have an arcane element, an arcane enchantment on them.
I would like to first refer to my ring, see if I pick up any spider pings. That rhymed, and that was just nice.
Beautiful. You do not.
Well, I don't sense any actual spiders in here, but these webs kind of help think of Aranax's mystical planar webs. Like, I go forward and have a bit of an investigation on the webs.
You can roll either an Arcana check, investigation check, or a religion check.
Let's just see. They're all the same stat.
Yes, they are.
But you know what? 17 plus 1, that's an 18. I think I'm going to go Arcana.
Using your knowledge of the arcane arts and a little bit of your connection with Lolth, you get the sense that touching these webs is probably not going to be a good idea.
I kind of pull my finger back from just about to touch it. Guys, don't touch the webs if you can help it.
And you do notice that hidden within this sort of webbing around the hall, you can see hidden runes.
Do I recognize them in Undercommon, or they look like the runes from the scimitar?
Not the scimitar, but you recognise them as runes in Undercommon, and they are in service of Lolth.
Oh.
They contain religious iconography of Lolth.
Okay, so we've got some Lolth runes here, here, and here. The webs, bad. Don't touch these. But I'm not picking any spiders up either. So does it look like there's a clear path for me to kind of get to the pedestal?
Well, there's not a clear path. It looks like you are going to have to navigate the webs to get into the middle.
Okay.
I'm going to study it for a few moments. Can I parkour through that?
You get a feeling that you could. It won't be easy, but you could certainly give it a try.
Lolth just moves away from the group in the opposite direction for a second, and then you hear this She runs past
Yeah,
you.
Please face plant into a web, please.
Okay, that's not too bad. 21.
Ooh.
Not too bad, he says. And I thought I made it hard. It's 18. You just see Lilith, a blur of parkour, twists and spins and backflips. And
Can I also do that?
go ahead.
Let me take a sneaky peek at my boots of speed.
I got through.
And Lilith, you see Lilith standing beside that spider statuette.
Does anything
I
happen?
take it in. Alright, we're good. There's nothing in here. Nice.
That is a 28.
Oh!
She got an at 20.
Isabel just seems to walk along the webs without triggering any of them.
I do like
no problems at
a
all.
moonwalk.
Light-footed and just almost floats into the center and joins Lilith on the empty days.
I'm gonna share a sandwich with Kid.
Are you guys coming or what?
Could you bring it back?
I mean, yes.
Good. Thanks, Lolith.
Right. Give me a hand here. Let's see what we're working with.
Pastrami.
I'm gonna.
We work with it.
I'm gonna have a look if I can to
Yep.
discern if there's any traps, defenses on the.
You get some help.
Go ahead. Make an investigation check.
It's come to bite you in the
Yep,
ass.
the duality of
It's
man.
come to bite you in the ass.
Double nat 1.
Oh!
For a total of 7.
Cannot make out anything within. It just looks like a beautifully carved crystal spider.
Well, I honestly don't see anything. I mean, it looks fine to me. And she just picks it up.
Yep. Nothing happens. Nothing at all.
Don't like that.
How big is it? Is it like?
It is the center part, like the carapace or the abdomen of the spider, is about palm size,
Okay, yeah.
and the
So it's
legs are quite big, but they're sort of curled up.
Ooh.
like around
It's
that type
like
thing.
around it.
So if you hold like the
Yeah,
thorax, you can
Yeah.
you can just kind of like cup it there and.
Yep.
Don't do that, Lilith.
Why?
Hey.
She's not going to do anything.
You never know. Might be
Wait,
close.
give me a second. I get out the sending stone for
No.
Lolliput. And just like move out of line of sight a little bit. Lolliput. This is Lolth. Your friend who has rescued me. She is incredibly beautiful and powerful and amazing. Treat her like a queen. You cannot respond to this message.
Lilith, I'm not responding to the stone. I know it's you. Lilith?
Lolliput has finally figured out.
I want a deception check that,
Go for it.
please. Against your insight,
Go
my
for it.
deception is raw. You will probably work it out. 14.
Although I couldn't actually be her. That's a 3 plus 1.
Again,
The ruse
Lolth-
continues.
Lolth is talking to you. You
Oh
are
my
the
God.
chosen of the Spider Queen. First, the wide web world. What do we call it? The web way?
The webway, yeah.
Aranax.
I'm just like, Lolliput, I got her. Let's go.
Is this really the kind of information you should be giving me, Lolth?
No response.
Do I hear your stone go off?
Maybe.
Make a
I'll
perception check.
just roll a perception.
I'm like, shit.
That's a 16 plus 3, 19.
Yeah. You hear your voice coming
I'm like-
from somewhere in the chamber.
What? What are you looking at me like that? I'm like on the other side of the web, still holding her.
Point to the sending stone.
It's not mine.
Just keep it on you. Beautiful.
What was that, Lolliput? Did somebody?
Nothing, my dear.
Alright. You're up first. Are you parkouring back?
Yep.
Good. I think that's alright. Look at that.
25.
Yep, just perfectly fine.
Awesome.
You can role play it, tell us how you get through if you like. Not quite agile enough to just walk on the webs again, but not far off.
Yeah, she a bit disoriented going back, but she does it pretty well. Maybe puts a flip in it.
It's
So
a
you
hard
see-
good performance.
Yeah.
Isabel is just contorting her body and flipping and sideways like you see when you're going through the infrared.
Yeah,
Lasers.
the laser things. Yeah.
The old Catherine Zeta-Jones.
We've all watched that trailer.
You do the ones where you're like trying to get underneath one and you get like your legs really like splayed out and you like do that like
It may look weird, but it's the most efficient way to do this.
How long is the tunnel again?
The hall you're in is about 30 foot long. That entry you came in is the only entry, however.
Lilith will jump into the space and then Misty step to the other side.
Easy enough. Lilith reappears over with Lolliput and Kithris, and Isabel joins very quickly afterwards. And you can continue further into the bastion if you would like.
I just wanted to make sure that I got through. I have very valuable cargo.
Ooh, can I take a look?
No.
Okay.
Precious.
She like holds it up like this. She goes, "Hello, I am a spider. I am Lolth. No.
That might be disrespectful.
I know, she's fine.
Alright, so as you come back out, you are in that stairway that's leading down. It's sort of opened up into a larger cross chamber where there are some other corridors, and you can see that here is as you continue. You come back out. You're in a chamber that has two other corridors on the far side, one a bit further on the side that you're on, and then stairs that lead further down again.
Do they all have portraits above their archways?
They do.
Ooh.
So there is one that has a shadowy figure. There is one that has iconography that you recognise as the Redeemer, and also one for Elindra, now knowing her iconography quite well as well. With that strange, shifting, hypnotic sort of twisted pattern.
Do we just go get the next one, or are we breaking Lolth out first? Do I just like smash it on the ground?
I don't really know. I can check it out, but if you want to keep it, that's cool. Whatever.
Toss her to you.
Whoa! Oh. Okay. Yeah. Quite nice.
Now, as you catch it,
Whoop.
you do, in your mind, hear the voice that you have come to recognise as Lolth.
Not Lilith's voice.
Oh, yeah,
very
I immediately
different.
stare at Lilith.
It's Lilith Lolth,
Oh. Huh? Oh.
and she says, where did it go? Take the token to the central chamber.
Okay. What will happen then?
What will happen when?
What?
Who you talking to?
Didn't you guys didn't hear that?
We didn't hear it, did we?
No.
No.
When all of the artifacts are in place,
Oh, he's talking to.
the
He's.
lock will.
Okay, so we have to take the artifacts and kind of hold the spider up to the central chamber, and when they're all there, the lock will break.
All
All of them? Is that what we want, Lolth?
All.
Like all the. Did you just say all the artifacts? Like all the gods in here?
I guess.
Can you ask her that?
I mean, I did. She said all.
No, but is she talking about these icons, or is she talking about something else?
Sorry, Lolth. It's Lolliput. We are talking about these artifacts, and we're going to bring them all to the central chamber. It's like when I'm on the phone.
Don't use the word artifact. Use the word statuette.
Statuettes. There's like the spider thing in my hand. A statuette, right?
Yes.
What about that? That the Voritheth guy.
Avoid hungers.
Yes.
Foreskin.
All about.
I mean, he doesn't have one, does he? We don't want to let him loose. Okay. All right. So cool. So we're cool. We're agreed. We take all the statuettes / artifacts
Yeah. I
to
got
the
it.
central chamber, and the lock will.
It was just not clear.
No, I'm on the phone.
You're embarrassing.
I feel like you've got the thing right next to you.
Find good help these days.
Tell me about it. Oh, well, you and I, we got some chatting to do. Yeah. So what's been happening?
This is not the time for that, Lolliput.
What? Okay, sorry. Gotta go. Sorry, gotta go. Talk
Connection's
soon.
bad.
Bye. Bye.
Breaking
Bye.
up.
Bye. Bye.
You hear the shifting of the webs in the previous chamber.
She loves me.
So it's all or nothing. It's break out all the gods or not. So we can't choose.
I mean, just as long as dirty, big, hunger chaos guy doesn't get out, that's.
I mean, that's the end goal.
Yeah.
But I mean, they put him back here the last time they fought him. They just needed all the gods to be free. So I mean, if he's coming back and he's either here or out somewhere, it's probably not a bad option to.
All right. Prison break it is.
Unfortunate.
There are definitely some that I don't want to come back, but you know what? Stuff it. Let's do it. All of them. Everybody. Pure chaos.
Don't want
Out
this.
our curse. Out our curse. Out our curse.
Amar will never be the same. It'll be a world of nothing but madness. Cats and dogs getting along with each other and whatnot.
Somewhere Falsus spills his breakfast wine.
He's like,
Canon happens.
he's like, I
Anyone help
feel
me?
like all hell is going to break loose.
I just sensed a disturbance in the force.
He
In
sneezes.
the web ways. Alright. What would we like to do?
I think we do redeem next, yes.
Kid,
Let's
you
go.
down?
She's like, yes.
Alright.
I'm guessing this is just going to work. For the animated show, we're going to do this as a montage.
I was going to say, how many gods are in here?
Okay.
That took us 15 minutes. So,
64,300.
so
Wow.
viewers, I
Oh,
hope you're
no.
ready for the next 7,000 episodes for us to just go to each chamber and get a god out.
Alright,
It's-
so we will
Just a Dragon Ball.
move through and you come to the Pillar of Redemption. You enter a chamber with a towering pillar inscribed with scenes of the Redeemer's deeds. And the pillar is surrounded by a pool of glowing liquid.
It's a bit gaudy.
How far is the gap?
The pool is about 5 feet wide as it surrounds the pillar on each side. So
I jump across.
jump across. It's pretty short, pretty small.
Do we get a similar danger vibe from the liquid as I got from the webs?
You do indeed.
I go up and grab What's the Redeemer's statuette? It's her like angelic form, isn't it?
It is, but at this point you can only see the inscriptions on the pillar.
Oh, it's not actually there.
There's no
Statuette?
statuette, no, that you can see.
Is there supposed to be something here?
I'd assume so.
Kithris does feel the burning of those tattoos that she has there, their angelic wings.
Lolth just like passes her hand across the top.
Nothing.
Just if it's invisible. She's like,
Maybe somebody already took it.
but who? Who else is here? Kithris, what do you know?
Kithris can roll a religion check with advantage.
Ooh. Love me some advantage. She has a +2. Yeah! Oh, that's alright. 19.
19. Alright. Kithris approaches the pillar and lays a hand on it. And you hear a voice in all of your minds that poses you a question. How do you seek redemption for past mistakes? And different events from your life begin to play out in your mind as you seek an example of how one of you might seek redemption.
I immediately know Lolliput's answer.
Go ahead.
I dig my way up.
Make a constitution check for me.
Or no.
Just a check, straight up check.
Yeah.
Straight up check. 14.
14. The pool of liquid begins to surge. And everyone takes 6 points of radiant damage.
So what was the question again?
How
How do you seek redemption
seek
for
it?
past mistakes?
I'm like, Lilith's just like, I'm not answering that. That's a loaded question. That's a trap. That's a trap.
They obviously don't like the truth. Jeez.
Kithris would like to attempt to figure out,
Kithris can make an insight check.
what it might be alluding to inside. She's got better insight.
Yeah.
19 again.
19. Alright, so what does Kithris say about seeking redemption for past mistakes? Where are you, Nat? We need you.
Yeah.
So, give me like a minute or two and we will delve into the backstory of one Kithris. Hopefully, oh no, I'm in the wrong. There we go. Kithris is absorbed with her memories for a moment. And you can see that she's subconsciously running a hand along the various tattoos on her body as those events begin to play out in her mind. And
Okay, could be twinsies. You could be children.
I'm going to try and find something in this writing from that that's going to match what we need. But anyway, she does find a moment in her life, and she reflects on finding faith in her beliefs to fuel her redemption from the deeds that she or undertook while she was under the influence of the cult of Alindra. And it's about making amends for those things and discovering the truth of her past.
That sounds good. Kithris says that.
And the
A lot more hand gestures.
that pool of radiant liquid drains, and you do find a small statuette of the Redeemer shaped into the point of the trident or spear that you see her carrying in most of her iconography.
Yay!
Gethos picks it up.
But it doesn't have the winged appearance of some of her later iconography. It appears to be the mortal version of the Redeemer. Alright, that's that one down. So we have Alindra and the shadowy one to go.
Better the devil we know.
I think so. And then we work out what this shadowy one is.
Let's go
Alindra.
Alindra.
Yeah.
Me old mate.
Which one do I want to use? I've got two. Oh, no, that's the perfect. Alright. So,
Are you going to be okay going into this one, Kit?
No. But I'll do it anyway, is what Nat would say.
so as you enter that chamber, you find yourselves in a labyrinth of shifting walls and mind-bending illusions, and strange whispers of madness echo through the halls. And you hear a disembodied voice. I speak without a mouth and hear without ears. I have no body, but I come alive with wind. What am I?
Shit, I actually know that riddle. Hang on.
We can make an intelligence check for our characters if we would like.
What was the? Can you read it again?
I speak without a mouth
Yeah.
and hear without ears. I have no body, but I come alive with wind. What am I?
I'll go for
If the chat knows the answer, they are welcome to chuck it in.
Was it intelligence?
Intelligence.
I'm rolling a lot of 19s. 19 again.
Alright. For Lilith?
Yeah.
So Lilith, you're there thinking,
She's
what
there and she's-
is this bullcrap? Are you kidding me? I've no bloody... Oh, wait a minute. It's a bloody echo. And you hear that echo.
She's like,
in the chamber.
wait, it's an echo. Echo.
It's not actually an echo, it's just Lilith going echo.
Yeah. Echo.
Alright, now then the voice returns. I am not alive, but I grow. I don't have lungs, but I need air. I don't have a mouth, but I can drown. What am I? I am not alive, but I grow. I don't have lungs, but I need air. I don't have a mouth, but I can drown. What am I?
I hate riddles.
Tabletop talk, I'm thinking like a plant or a tree.
It's not alive.
What needs air but has no lungs?
What isn't alive but grows?
If we work with the themes,
Oh, fire?
Say fire.
Lilith goes, fire?
Yes! The walls appear to retreat back from you. as you
Nice.
But
say
not
those
liking
fire.
riddles, you're very good at them.
Yeah,
Last
well,
one.
I'm smart, thank you. Just
The more
because I
you
don't
take-
like them doesn't mean I'm not good at it. A lot
the
of people
more
do
you take,
things.
the more you leave behind. What am I?
Let me take them really behind.
I don't know, time?
Alright, everybody takes 10 points of psychic damage. As Lilith says time, and there's just an explosion of chaotic colours and
Pain.
swirls as the walls seem to melt and the maze seems to close in on you.
you say 10?
10.
Oh,
So, alright, hear me out here. Room, I'm just workshopping something.
I'm not. No, if you're going. No.
Persuade the room.
No.
And I hold a bit of my sandwich in my hand. The more I take, the more I leave behind. Space?
No.
Void?
I'm just going to walk over here and I walk to outside the room. Alright, say it now.
No? You guys? Alright, cool. We'll keep workshopping it.
Make an intelligence check.
That's a critical failure.
He's critically dumb.
No.
No idea.
Intelligence?
Yep. The more you take, the more you leave behind. What's going on?
17.
Isabel, you remember some of the strange and funny sayings of the monks as they try and impart wisdom, and the answer is a footsteps.
Oh.
Alright, that's pretty good.
You remember it being in conjunction with the idea of the pilgrimage of the Order of the Seven Suns to their various temples. And you see that the walls continue to sort of melt away, and you find that left behind
I still think my answer was technically correct.
a delicate glass-like
Best time
sphere
for correct.
containing swirling mists and faint whispers. The sphere is weightless and hums with a chaotic energy. So, the last one is the shadows.
Isabel
Which-
picks that one up.
Both Isabel and Kit would recognise you, based off their religious understanding, as iconography of Shah.
Oh no.
Oh no, this one's fine.
And the chamber is filled with shifting shadows, and the walls are adorned with cryptic symbols and inscriptions in an ancient script.
Well, I mean, it's not as foreboding as the last
Quite fleshed out, isn't
two rooms. This is quite nice, actually.
I totally forgot to tell you that. Well, you should
it?
know,
Oh yeah, you would have known this all along.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lilith immediately recognises this place and what needs to happen. I'll get you to make a quick Arcana or History check for me.
Not great. We'll go with Arcana. Yes, definitely Arcana. For a solid 9.
9.
You know that Shah is all about shadows and hidden paths. So you can see symbols along the wall in a combination of common and undercommon again, but you're not quite sure how to order them correctly based off just looking at them.
There has to be some sort of hidden path to it. Shah likes sneaky things.
You're sneaky?
I'm sneaky. Oh, you mean I should know this because I'm sneaky?
You might be good at it.
Yeah, but there's symbols here that I can't read.
What?
You're the undercommon experts. What does it say?
Isabel, please be our guest. I take a
What are
couple
you
steps
laughing?
back.
What?
Nothing at all.
I sit close to the entrance.
Isabel will look at the. What does it say?
They are. Sorry, I just got something in my eye. Glyphs that sort of remind you a little bit of hieroglyphics in that each one represents a sort of event or thing that has happened. And based off looking at them, you can see that they probably have to be put in the order of like a historical order.
Lilith,
Yes. Chronological order is the word I was looking for.
do you know much about Shar history?
No bit.
These have to be put in order of chronological order of events.
Right, okay.
I will read them out to you.
Yep. And I will try and decipher where they need to go. Let's go. What's this one?
Wonderful. What's the first one she got?
Make a history check with advantage with the assistance of everyone because Kithos will be helping as well.
History for me or history for her? Oh, her.
Our monk friend. And this is your jam as part of the Order of the Seven Suns. So
That would be only a 16.
just enough to decipher the readings on what order they go in, and you manage to place them all in order, and you can just see that a faint path appears across to the artifact in this, which is a dark black crystal shard, faintly pulsing with inner darkness.
Yoink.
All right.
Yep, you take that one. I have the sphere. You have spider.
phone.
And Kit has
The Redeemer.
Wonderful. It's-
I know. I think 3 of us, 3 out of the 4, got good ones, and then you're stuck with the Psycho Lady.
All right. So
It's okay.
you proceed to the inner chamber as instructed by Lolth, and as you're approaching it, you can see that the archway is titled "The Trial of Divine Harmony." Inside is an ancient altar made of shining celestial stone. And each side of the altar has a slot with a symbol representing one of the 4 deities that you have just visited. The Redeemer, Lolth, Shah, and Alindra.
Now, before we do anything with these, should we probably just have a quick breather? Because I'm quite stuffed, and Kithris looks like she's dead on her feet.
That sounds like a good idea.
What about sandwiches?
I
Sandwiches!
don't want your pastrami sandwiches.
I ate one.
You don't. I mean, you don't have, I'm not forcing it on you.
You guys gonna have a quick short rest?
We're gonna have a short rest.
While you do that, I'm just gonna run to be right back.
So wait, who is eating sandwiches? Lolth, are you having a sandwich?
Yeah, I'll have a sandwich.
Alright. Kid, sandwich? Yeah.
I'm gonna get back my
You're not gonna try this at all?
3rd level slot.
I'll try one.
Oh, okay.
for arcane.
There you go, Your Majesty. Please, thank you so much for trying my sandwich, which I made for you with my and you see my hands have like band-aids around my fingers when I've cut myself trying to make bread.
Isabel does not instigate this. He's like,
Short rest time.
that'd be a good idea.
That's a good point. That's an anime festival.
Oh.
Doesn't matter. Alright.
Kit healed up.
So, what's my con? My con is +1, so I've got 7, 2, 2, and 6. Plus
2, 2, 6.
Hi guys. So
Hi, chat. We have been left unattended.
we have.
Let's get this stream banned. Let's go.
Can we hack the computer?
No.
Let's
We'll
change
say-
all our stats to 20.
Yep, we're all now level 20
Woo! Finally.
with 20 in every stat.
What do you want to happen in the session now? Please
Yeah.
post in Twitch. We can't guarantee our Dungeon Master will follow your advice, but if you peer pressure him, you know, maybe shower us with legend. Oh, hi!
Hello.
Hello there.
Hey, how's it going?
Not suspicious at all.
No. Guys,
Alright.
don't dollar me.
Alright. So we've had a short rest, roll a hit die and everything?
Yep.
Alright. We are in the central chamber.
So the spaces that look like one would put a statuette, are they all identical? Is there any differentiation between the places?
Or is this like a whole nother puzzle?
No, they do seem to match with the ones that you have and where you should put them. Yes.
Good.
It's easy enough to figure that out. So,
Is there like a satisfying click when we put them down?
do you put one in?
No, I'm just asking. Theoretically. Yes, I do put mine in spine.
Alright. You put one in, nothing happens. It fits in perfectly with your line. Which one would you like to put in?
I've got Lolth in my hand.
Lolth. So you place the little spider statuette in, and it fits into its groove perfectly, but nothing appears to happen immediately.
And where do we land on the click, no click?
There's a satisfying click and it slides into place.
That
in fact, the legs fold in and click into the days in the middle.
Workmanship, am I right? Wow. Oh man.
Yeah, it was pretty impressive.
So get out the arcane recorder. We'll get that sound. I want to listen to it later.
Based off
It's
what
going to be in the
you
recap.
know of this place, you're assuming that Moradin has probably made these statuettes at some point.
Nice.
There's your click.
Love it. It's just like
So who's next? Redeemer? Maybe do Elindra last. Just in case it activates without her.
Yeah.
Yes.
Lucky.
Kithra just goes, yep, Redeemer. Puts
Yep,
Redeemer
pops it in, perfectly fits, slides in, satisfying little
Psycho
click.
lady next.
I want to do a little flourish where I like have her out and then do like a magic trick where it like disappears, but then it's in like the other hand.
Easy enough. You make a sleight of hand check, see how awesome it is.
Just immediately throw it
It's
against
magnificent.
Nat 20.
The best
For a
magic.
total of 30.
The
For
best magic
30.
trick I've ever seen.
30.
Statuette there. No one has. You have no idea how it got there. In fact, you can still see the statuette in this hand. Also in this hand at the same time.
Guess what, Isabel? And it's here now.
What?
And no, it's not there. It's already in the thing, and it just goes click. And
at
she's
me.
like
Look
5
at
feet
me.
away from it.
Look at me. Look back to your men. Look back at me.
Yeah.
I'm not your men.
Look at me.
Look at me now. Back to
Now it's in the hole.
now. Look at me. I'm holding Char's thing. Now I'm not.
So we have
Now I'm flipping you off.
3 perfectly placed artifacts, and the remaining artifact of Elindra, the Mistress of Madness.
Wait for it.
Would you like to place the
Wait for
Elindra's
it.
Whisper into its slot?
Wait.
I'm waiting.
Fuck. Put it in.
Isabel puts it in.
Lolliput stands at the back of the room.
Right. It slides in perfectly, as do the others, just like the others, and for a moment, nothing seems to happen. But then, Lolliput, you feel an energy surge through your body.
Oh, guys, something's
Treacherous
happening.
begins to feel an energy surging through her body. And Lilith also feels that energy. Unfortunately, Isabel, you don't
Yeah, Ion's not
I should have
left.
gone with Ion, shouldn't I?
Yep.
But
He's not in prison though.
and you see the
Smooth sailing.
you see a glow in each of them as it goes from their core down into the floor and pulls into that altar in the middle. And from somewhere in the darkness, a strange chaotic energy appears and slides up into the altar on the side of Elindra. And you can see that the altar begins to glow and runes flare to life. You can see that they appear to be warring with each other, but over time they balance out. You can see there's a perfect harmony in there as they entwine as one in the center. And then there is an explosion of celestial energy.
Everybody goes flying.
Whee!
Everyone can make dexterity saving throws. Absolutely.
Gladly make the next save.
Just gonna clear out some space for us. By the way.
What was that?
Yikes.
Sorry. What's going on here? This one.
I'm afraid not.
Can you not?
What you doing?
Following my plans.
Going my plans.
Definitely not headless kisses.
Good guys, pop up.
So, how do we go with our saving throw?
Not great, Luke.
Not too well. Hmm.
22 for Lolth.
22 for Lilith.
Treacherous. Nice. Treacherous got a high 4.
A high 4. Well done, Treacherous.
Thank you for making me feel better about myself.
That base has come off, that's not cool.
Who is that?
Doesn't matter.
Oh, is that Char?
Doesn't matter. Alright. And Isabel? 12. Alright, anyone below 15 is thrown backwards off their feet.
Yeah!
So Lil just stands there and goes.
Taking 4 points of bludgeoning damage. The others are okay, they don't get shifted at all.
Bonk my head.
That's just Lilith. Lilith is the only one that doesn't get knocked back. She kind of just stands there and just goes. And she's like, that was annoying. And then looks around, and everybody else is like.
It takes a few moments for your vision to clear. And you find yourselves surrounded by 4 immense figures. And I might show them on the screen really quick because people can't see I'm at. You
Goodbye,
have behind Kithris, the Redeemer. Behind the Lolliput, Shah has appeared. Behind Isabel is Alindra.
Help.
Yeah.
Unpainted, but let's see if we can get
Help me.
Actually, the other cameras might be better, mightn't they? There we go. Alindra.
Why do I get the
We
crazy
have
light?
Shah.
She grabbed a thing.
Unpainted, yes.
Well, your hands were full.
Too high. There we go.
Yep.
Everyone knows what
Yep.
Lolth looks like.
That's my girl.
Painted, but it didn't quite work for me. There's meant to be purple in there. And the Redeemer,
Pretty.
which is the only one fully painted. Yay, I need some work. Alright. How do we respond? How do we react? What would we like to do? You are now in the presence of 4 otherworldly beings. Far beyond you in power.
Sup, love?
Lollipots. You have succeeded where so many have failed.
That's right. It's your boy.
Lilith just kind of like takes a knee in front of Shah. Doesn't say
Is
anything.
it-
Bowing her head.
She
I know.
places a hand on your head. And then she reaches down and takes your hand and places in your hand the shard that you had placed in the altar. So you will have the
Shard of shard.
what's called
The Char Shard.
Shard.
Shah's shard, yes.
Oh my god, it actually
Right,
is.
crystal shard.
Is it sharp?
No, it's not sharp. Sure, why not?
The sharp shard.
Shah's sharp shard. Sure.
Isabel will. Are you still doing hers?
Yeah, I kind of just hold it for a second and then look up at Shah, and I'm just like, our family has always venerated you, Shah, as much of the Unseelie has. I will ensure that this is used to good use. And that Cheshire grin sort of splits at the at the cheeks again, and you see the serrated teeth.
Yes, child of shadow, your family has served well and will be rewarded. But now we must leave before the void awakens.
Oh, it's like here?
It is.
Isabel, are you okay?
Yes. She just kind of gives Alindra a polite, bow.
And you can see that they all actually make a perception check. Everyone can make a perception check.
Which dice to use? They both.
Did you roll another nat 20?
I did.
Yep.
Far.
I'm
I need to check out those
I
guys.
am-
Yeah,
It
we
seems
need to check
suspicious.
those.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to roll nat 20s like your boy, double nat 20 Andy, get roll with advantage dice. Check out the link below him in order to get 12% off discount at their online store. Support local Aussie things.
Alright.
19.
19?
11.
11. and Kithris, doesn't really matter.
Rude.
No, she doesn't. She got like a
Too
3.
blinded by the radiant energy.
She's just
of
like,
the Redeemer. You can see Isabel and Lilith that they appear to be looking directly at and deferring to the Redeemer.
Hmm.
Ooh.
As though seeking her guidance.
Was she the boss?
Yes. She is the boss.
Okay. Are we getting out of here then? How do we get out of here?
Well, how did you... The Redeemer speaks, and I've got to remember the voice because it's been a while now. I don't have it.
Make
was
up a
just
new one.
committee.
It's been a
Yeah,
while.
I think it
We
was
must...
Mhm.
How did you get in? We have been... The void will block any escape we try to make.
I mean, I will be completely honest. We literally walked in.
Interesting. Perhaps the alignment has weakened enough that we can leave.
I mean, also have these 2 things on me, and I like open up my thing, and you can see the 2 seals there. The Eye of Mystery and the other one.
Certainly would help you traverse this place and access the Bastion, but surely you saw the darkness surrounding this place when you arrived.
We did. Is
That
that like
is-
the void?
That is the void, or a manifestation of it in this plane. It crosses all planes.
So he's not trapped inside the Bastion. He's kind of stuck with the Bastion here.
The Bastion feeds off the void like a leech, but the void is not contained by it.
The bastion is crumbling
It is the corruption
from the void
of
itself.
the void. It
So the void is-
consumes all.
So the void's like a parasite that, and the host is now no longer able to sustain the parasite. So the parasite is eating the host. Is that a fair assumption?
Except the
Fairly
parasite
good
is
analogy.
dying.
Sorry, the Bastion.
The bastion is the parasite of this analogy, right?
No, the other way around.
Oh.
So the void is the parasite. It was feeding off the Bastion, and now the Bastion can't handle its feeding, so it's slowly dying. And once
Yes.
the Bastion is gone, the parasite will be free to go and parasite somebody else.
Parasite somewhere else.
Everything else. Everywhere else.
Can it start by having a party with the parasites that live inside Falsus's butthole? Can we like stop it after that point?
Let's. I mean, it sounds a great place to trap it.
He does talk out of his ass a lot, and it must just be so gaping inside.
So cavernous.
So cavernous.
Poor Mike.
This is what happens when you're not here.
He gets the same amount when he is here.
Yeah.
What are you
Nothing's
talking-
different.
What are you talking about?
You are interrupted by crumbling pieces of the ceiling crumbling and falling around you.
Uh-oh.
The void wakens. The seals have weakened his prison. This prison, we must escape before it is aware of your presence and our escape.
Well, let's get going.
I'll be completely honest, this is a Lolth thing, I believe, because before walking in, we were on her webway, and it was Aranax that brought us to here. So I assume you have a way of getting us back the other direction?
My most favoured of my children.
Whoa, I'm standing right here.
No, that's fair.
Out of my flesh.
Well, not with that attitude.
Are you offering your flesh, Lolliput?
Yeah, he'll suck you off later. Let's go.
I mean, there's no reason to wear blue.
You use the webs to travel. This is good.
I don't want to be indelicate, lol.
The threads run through here.
your current presentation might not necessarily fit the geography that we need to traverse.
Is that
You're
so?
fat.
Are you calling her fat?
I was specifically avoiding calling her fat.
He's calling you fat, Lolth.
He is.
This is your chosen one?
I mean, you look good.
He likes the junkie boys.
That's there's no doubt in that. I'm just calling it how I see it.
Yes.
Dope.
Sorry. You've never looked slimmer. Lies. Wink.
She says
Oh,
you're
it's the
angry at that.
Well, it's just like, actually,
It is.
there's this
time.
bard song that I think is very... It's you like big butts, and you can lie. I think it says you cannot lie. And
Those other hobbits can't deny.
you other elven boys can't deny when a girl walks in with a itty bitty waist
And that spider thing
and a
in
giant
your face.
thorax in your face.
Why?
Lolliput gets sprung.
Are these our chosen? What has fate delivered us?
Excuse me, I am a lean, mean killing machine that also is like him and likes big butts, and I also can't lie.
Hold that thought. If the shadow, if the void knows, it will send its lieutenant. That is not a battle we can win in our current state.
All right,
We
let's go.
must escape.
This way then, and I
We need time
leave.
to regain our strength.
Start running down towards the hallway. And going this way, out.
Yep.
Ladies first.
Right, they all scurry. All those gods are on.
Yeah, I was going to say,
They're all good,
literally
aren't they?
the only male in this
Yeah.
entire scenario right now.
Yeah.
I didn't even click on that.
That's right.
Alright, so we run back through the Celestial Bastion, and you can see that that decay seems to have accelerated as the Bastion is weakening further and further. Yes.
Can I ask? So I wasn't trying to be mean to Lolth. Like she was. You described her as gigantic, and now we're traversing.
Maybe she can shrink
You,
herself.
you make a good point. As you are running, they seem to revert to a humanoid size as they take on their
Thank you.
sort of mortal avatars.
I just want to be known, like internet. I wasn't fat shaming. This is
Lolth was upset because realistically, Lolth is a world-sized spider. So she's quite small at the moment and probably not happy with her current predicament.
Oh,
Touched a nerve. of
I'm
Lolth.
Lolth. As we're running, I'm sorry. Like you know.
Gives new
She's
meaning to
okay,
the...
Lolliputs. I will regain my power in time.
If
I've
lies
seen to that.
if lies help you regain your power, Wolf, I'm doing my bit.
Certainly help.
Lil's running, and she's just like, yeah, it's exactly... like, it's one of those things where Lolliput was meaning, Lolth, when you sit around the house, you actually physically sit around the house.
That's the spirit, brother. See, Lolth.
Beautiful. I like that one. Let's keep her around.
Well, let's not be hasty.
It's like make Isaac very upset and actually get our characters married for real.
I am
Surely.
not copulating with you.
Flash forward. Reunion.
Reunion.
Your child will live for Lolliput.
Yeah. half Fae, half Drow.
Okay.
Lilith Jr.
Well, you know, if we get enough support in the channel, maybe I'll acquiesce.
1 million channel points to get them married.
Isaac would pay it.
You would totally do
Just
that.
to do it.
So you, given the time, we do manage to get out of the Celestial Bastion fairly quickly. You find yourselves at the top of that ziggurat and those steps as you make your break for it. And you can see that everywhere around you, whereas before it was sort of on the horizon and in the sky, the darkness has enclosed the bastion as a whole. and it is only those with dark vision can currently see very far.
Shit.
But
grab Isabel and sort of like half pick her up and go this way.
and as you exit, the Redeemer sort of starts to glow with a golden light, and you can see that tiny pinprick of light you saw approaching the Bastion is fading quite quickly as the void encloses it. And you see the Redeemer look back almost in despair at that shrinking light, but continues on. And then, in the distance, you hear the sounding of war drums.
Oh shit.
Coming from behind, and where the Bastion is sort of behind it, and you can see that there is a very large one of the portals into another realm of existence there. It has opened up.
Right, like the same ones that we're seeing around.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they are all still present, and even though it hasn't really been all that much time since you entered the Bastion, they appear to have closed in much closer on one another.
The convergence. It's converging.
Yes.
Time to move.
Let's go.
If our escape plan does not work, we can always jump into one of those.
Okay, so as we're running, I want to try and see if I can pick out our portal.
Amar.
Alright, yeah, go ahead, roll a D100 for me. And we can roll this, and I will say... I forget how D100 work most of the time, because they never actually work. If you
Less is better.
Less than 10.
That's a 6.
Is that a 6?
Oh,
Double 0 and a 6. Yep. You rolled a 6.
Holy shit.
You look over and you point. And you scream. As you see what you are 100% certain is the heart tree shimmering through one of the portals.
Oh shit.
It's there.
Where?
It's the heart tree. That's Amar.
Oh shit, he's right. Quickly, that way.
So we run for it.
Still hang
Alright.
on to Lilith.
Come on.
I feel like
As
she's
you
practically
approach the
holding
edge
me.
of the bridge thing, you just feel a surge of energy as the 4 deities propel your party forward into that portal. And you feel you are falling into a void, and you can just see darkness below, and then suddenly you are sucked forward like you are in the within the webs, where your body elongates and stretches out forward, kind of like what you see in Star Wars with the ships as they slowly stretch out in front. And you surge forward, and there is a blinding flash, and you find yourselves falling towards a giant tree that you believe to be the heart tree.
On top of it or near it?
Falling directly toward its upper branches.
Oh shit.
I'm going to cast... Sorry, Isabel, you go ahead.
No, I'm fine. I'm still like, oh shit.
I'm going to cast web to string a spider web amongst the branches in the direction that we're going to fall, so it's going to catch us.
Alright. As you do that, the Redeemer just sort of starts beating her angelic wings and floats down.
Oh fuck, I can slow
Shah
fall.
just sort of appears in the upper branches. Alindra has seemingly vanished.
Bitch.
And who have we got left? Lolth just sort of grows to an immense size and sort of deposits herself onto the tree and then shrinks back down.
I was going to say, she's just this massive big thing on the tree, everybody in the Silver Veil. The freaking Will Dafoe beam.
She does go big enough that if anyone was looking up, they would probably see this immense tree-sized spider on the top of the heart tree and then suddenly vanish. Yeah.
Isabel will slow fall down.
Isabel slow falls. Yeah,
I'm gonna I parkour. 18.
That was traumatic.
Good enough. You manage to grab onto the first branch and sort of use your momentum to swing back up and around. catching yourself down, and you all alight in a group around Lolliput in his little web. And unfortunately, Alindra is nowhere to be seen.
God damn it.
Did we lose? We lost one. Oh, that stupid little bitch.
Mistress of Madness.
Her escape is unfortunate, but perhaps the reward is worth the price we have paid at losing her.
She is on the side of the void, as far as I can tell.
She seeks to release to cause chaos, yes. So, but she hasn't necessarily the power to do so herself.
So long story short,
She
she's
will be
going to
done.
be a pain in our asses like I'm a
Yes.
pain in yours.
I don't want two of them.
Well, perhaps we can put together a hunting party to track her and secure her.
Let's hunt a god.
I'm not for that. Did you just cock your quarterstaff? the freaking Henry Cavill.
Perhaps we can assist you with that.
Ooh.
And I will send out those. You have the 3 of the seals that you placed in the altar, which I will pop into our chat throughout the week, so you know what they are, as you begin to pile up lots and lots of
Ooh,
incredibly overpowered magic items
tasty items.
for the levels that you are. And you have defeated the Celestial Bastion, so you will be leveling up as well.
Yay.
Huzzah!
Level 2 rogue. Yeah.
What does that mean? 8 or 9?
8.
8.
I mean,
8.
we'll talk about stuff up when we finish up if we're done.
Yeah, we are done. So we are going to finish up for the night. Thank you for joining us.
Can I say one thing
Yeah,
in
you can.
character before we...
Go for it. Yeah.
Wait, if we just came through that portal, what else can? I can't look back the way I can.
Is it closing?
Thinking about
Ooh,
the
shit.
visage that we saw thanks to the Redeemer.
In fact, looking through, you can see the edges of several of the other portals to other realms and other planes starting to appear through that, as in through the celestial realm that you were just in. You can still see those other ones now through the portal that you've entered, and they all appear to be moving slowly together.
It's happening.
Dun,
Convergence.
dun, 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 dun.
Ooh.
Excellent. And scene, as we will take our leave for the week. We are uncertain about next week at this point. It might be an online session, but we will make our announcements on all our socials throughout the week. So keep an eye out to make sure you're following us on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube and Twitch. But mostly the announcements will come through Instagram and Facebook. And hopefully we will see you very soon. Thank you for joining us. Good night.
Good night.
Thank
Catch you
you.
later.